Hello, my name is Tim Pillsworth. I'll be presenting out at FDIC 2020 in Indianapolis. If you're looking at this website and checking out all the videos, you're probably searching of what to attend to when you're out at Indianapolis this coming April. And we're all asked to do a video to basically plug our presentations. Probably the most important thing is FDIC as a whole doesn't need to be plugged at all. You're going to be attending a conference with 35,000 other firefighters that have the same drive of learning as you do. I'll be presenting on leadership for the volunteer fire service on Thursday the 23rd. And probably the biggest thing we talk about in the fire service now, both in volunteer combinations and probably even some career departments, is leadership. Many of our leaders today are so young. They're coming out of high school and college, the training academies with a vast amount of technical training, some of the best training we could ever have. The problem is there's not a lot of leadership training. While there's a fire officer series through NFPA 1, 2, 3, 4, which are great, it talks about how to run a department, more on the financial aspects, the planning aspects. It doesn't talk about a lot of the soft skills, the idea of what leadership is, what's important to you, what's important to your department and your community. We talk about how leaders can affect the entire momentum of a department now and years after they left office. The most important thing for a leader to think about is one, to actually bring his people home safely from each and every call. The one thing that's concerning us now today is the lack of leadership with a big idea or premise of what is going on around them. Sometimes our leaders sacrifice so much that affects their personal lives, their spouses, their children, their parents. In my presentation, being a successful leader in your volunteer fire department, we're going to touch on all those aspects, the idea of leadership, planning, goals, rules to lead by. If you don't have any ideas of your leadership goals and your leadership values and your rules, how are you going to lead those people into the future of your department? Also going to talk about a lot of roadblocks and detours you might take. Leadership going from the first boot lieutenant up to chief is not a short, mindless road trip. It's a long journey that we all take. While everyone's goals could be very similar, the idea of a lieutenant's goal is to make it to a captain to assistant chief to a chief. The journey to get to those places are different for all of us. Even if you're going through a second time around, you're going to run into different detours, different roadblocks, and run into different things that will affect you and your family. We're going to talk about a lot about the ideas of how the fire service has changed and how we can adapt to the changing demographics, health studies, and also basically what we need to survive in this future fire department where we're going now. The best thing we can do right now is think and plan for the future, and my presentation, as well as everything else at FDIC, can help you with that if you so choose. The biggest thing is that we look forward to seeing everyone at FDIC the week of 20 April 2020. Look forward to seeing everybody there. Be safe.